Okay, see my son so anyway session your higher all sports GHL YouTube wadaroma. I know subscribe na on your swenya kwan on so ahwe bi. Sports stories so and then we having a conversation mini biggie. Na was so penyi bibia boko de.
Na me adom bibia boko.
Yeah, fantastic transfers and some new bebre so that is why we are here once again. Me say didn't come on bebre because one of the stories are said Chelsea board of directors in Penyumfona said next season they are going to attack the season. Now attacking the season, HSS said you were told to. Now when he say Chelsea for said 9 attackers and one of the best starts next season. 9. 9 attackers. Now let me even add this. Say Leon for winger and for the Malik for fun.
Yeah.
Chelsea for pen pa boy no can and Liverpool for the nepe Nottingham for net Olympic Lyon agree figure we boy ne say Nottingham for train kakra or train Chelsea ne buy munchin they be make it bid but Chelsea for 9 attackers and on nature say wings no plus number 93 positions up 9 the nature say position ya 3 yeah and the Chelsea afa First of all, yes, I say few because stories, you know, for now, Chelsea say 9 attackers for the season.
Chelsea in some more canon. So we pay 9 attackers. The runner season, I think a club or money operate TNT. Some decided some pay players 9 up front. The runner season anymore, and you're bad. But then again, you ask yourself, sir. Looking at the competitions at Chelsea Bebo, and I say in the tournaments, and I say leagues at Chelsea be compete in 9 attackers and Ebeboa. It means on the left flank, OBP players 3. On the right flank, OBP players 3. Now after ABN Nimu honum the number 9 position, and also so up players 3. And so Eddie Ababi Jina honum. Already there are players in the squad that almost complaining of game time.
And also see a hard Jane.
Yes. Say over 3 players, one flank akweku. Bakobe started. And about Tenechia, uncomplaining bebria, different. But we one not starting if you are there's another man on the Tenechi, and Sana, a third man. Definitely the third man is going to complain because third man no they say most of the time will be games to be either abo. Yes, sir, the problems every team nankasa. Coach nankasa on to handle club no. It do stage now. The problems are brought when it comes to selection. Ebia before be say we na starter. Obetimi afọ bi say we be backup. Now also for say we better na in case say backup na available as say betimi akwa akowram. But the best start season no nim de besi. Ebia na third plan ne nkrampo ba be pick a form in a game a be dey say obe bench sa player no. Eti afei na coach na nkasa no e the headache ba be bro when it comes to selection. Eti for me, I believe say players at Chelsea better in as much say una wo sika. Foul players, but I was so careful.
But Biggie, they are looking at the competitions Chelsea about this time around. Obo League, Obo EFL, Obo FA Cup, Obo Champions League. In the event of 4 competitions, into 4 competitions are now okay say up 3 in each position. San Kenya bad in any case. Say you far left wa Pedro Neto, Noni Madueke. And it be a William Exteval Eba.
Yeah.
And to say, you can hear right to. Say right one na AIS star because they say Tariq George na likely so be loan.
Yeah.
And what for Jimmy Gaines Aba. TFN say Pedro Joao Pedro Krabebowa. Still no one because Raheem Sterling say be pamano. And then Kunku so beko. What I say definitely here another player there. Sure. Number 9 is they say I 3, but 3 here Magiu, Dilap, Nicholas Jackson. But Giu no extra time for Epeno. In terms say Okokra still now Chelsea will need 1 more striker. Into competitions not doors.
Sure.
That is why they need more players on board.
Koku, the dynamic can say getting the players on board is your problem. But it depends on the kind of players you are going to get on board. So player no prospect so much. E woni team no few say was so ko baby o ko benya bi abo a. Untimi mfane match Chelsea man man be third choice. What am I pointing at?
That is why third choice but you okay.
Ono our Chelsea dada. And I hear to other senior players aba. And Magiu is a young player. So what you say? And intina there are teams and also more youth team function very well. In this instance, so what promote ya kwala ketuabi e de naba e no no ne ba be that third choice e was our flank on ma menya sure sa akwada ne be complain bebre because akwada akro no e ye ne dempo say ya promote na ba Chelsea senior team it will be a dean what now no one understand na ebia FA Cups ebia Carling Cups and those smaller competitions, you know, with all due respect what the sa akwada na boss competitions they be. But say oya wadwin say oya Chelsea position biano who pay players are equally almost strength to wash row no more known in the market or more good and the problem be break coach, you know. And already Chelsea to what the Gaka said they are not going to buy just any player. They are going to buy players in their respective positions up front. Most of them betting me abonina.
Yeah.
It is all Jao Pedro, Otimibo right, Otimibo left. Aside to Timibo as a striker, a boss as a supporting striker and as an attacking midfielder. Or nobody me you see in positions about for the shot now we know be all.
No correct.
It hadn't in our problem among so we top players be baba. Now baby creative problem and selection crab headache the ama coach. Abra other positions who bet me a failure. Chelsea in common now ye dino. Any more it looks a bit okay. Or really? Bet, oh, of course.
Oh, but Chelsea attacking, there's still no Chelsea fans in who is that. To be honest, you see, the Chelsea entitled to a season with Nicolas Jackson, Leon Delap. Can you say they are okay to compete in the Champions League?
Anything I'm saying, they look a bit okay. Chelsea players are no motor, you know. In Pennyfork, said they didn't buy ripe materials. They bought prospects.
Potentials.
Yes. And someone can send himself the next 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 seasons.
But Biggie, next season, Chelsea supporters and the pressure will hold. They want to win trophies.
So you're a supporter. Now do team achi. Now you said you team in it here. You last season Muna has signed and some more year. As a son who the team in the person.
Biggie team and I know the 12. We be this season. We're Champions League. Then Aka.
To see I don't want to be top form.
We run that sellers say we room and not come champions.
And I make us say, or so this is.
They be and as they say this season we
are top 4. So you have you have to compete for the league. It is a one to me and Nimpo now saying top 4 ni mura.
Hey Debbie,
Kwaku, at the country I make us and say we are Chelsea. So let's talk about realistic targets.
Realistic targets is that this Chelsea team they have over 100 million midfielders. Double pivots, 100 million. Can they compete?
They are playing very well.
Exactly.
Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez.
With the Copama
extremely well.
Exactly.
Copama is a very good player.
So no what is the point?
It. My point is that Omo face teams are Omo build your teams and dada. Normal sense why quality additions. Already Liverpool later. After team or order no, share the auto. Next Manchester City team no, any the auto. Any coach no kita Manchester City no, won't mean write City off. Biggie. Just because of the Guardiola figure.
Biggie, listen to also this. Listen to this also. Say, last year, before Liverpool J League, you know, if we had this conversation, we would have said, say, Manchester City or J League, sure they were to the account. Yet, and a slot came. But Federico Chiesa, who was an entity in the team, he has won the league.
Yeah.
What I say? Liverpool defied the star conversation of when a J League was to be the account. You, this Chelsea team, and yes, I see you said this season, the team. The team is there. And you have to be a account. And it's say, you have to be the account. It's a team, you know, I jump up from the 12 to the C's to the Champions League slots. And this time around, if Maresca goes, Ebia trophyless, master, the Chelsea fans will never forgive him.
Kwaku, it is not about going trophyless. My point in here say the target that is the English Premier League. Supporters and limit your more expectations.
Hey,
yes, we are Chelsea supporter.
Let me ask you this: Arsenal and Chelsea, why they would team?
Arsenal has a better team than Chelsea
because they played second in the last 3 years.
By positions in poor. Arsenal has a stronger team. And there is that cohesion with team.
Very well. The next question is which of the teams are looking more likely to win the league? The Arsenal or Chelsea?
I'll go for Arsenal.
Still now?
Yes, I'll go for Arsenal.
Okay.
For the sake of the team they have and the consistency they've had in the Premier League. So consistency in the Chelsea nyanyabi.
Say Liverpool for you. on be Arsenal second one or the average league.
Oh, of course. Chelsea bet me a sign home.
Exactly.
But the Chelsea be sign home. I be me one.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. That's fine.
Because Arsenal team never home to see any Chelsea there now. Because Chelsea any move on no. Almost top. But at the country America say Chelsea nyabo and they have problems in the team. It goes beyond the Nimo. Chelsea central defense and strong. The Manchester City team in Yeno. There is Ruben Dias. Who you Ruben Dias free on They say just cover the urban in natural position. What is the central defense of the ball? She Liverpool now all competing. I have Virgil van Dijk and Konate. Obiaba started with Chelsea. She Arsenal team no. Gabriel Magalhaes, William Saliba. Obiaba started with Chelsea. Manchester United team now you see any impono. Harry Maguire best started with Chelsea. Tell me I'm lying. Chelsea has one left back, Cucurella. Nyamen Fasa Mana Cucurella Pra. Why now be counting on what Chelsea? Rich James in one of my Malo Gusto, your suspect. Goalkeeping department. And your papa bia. It's the Chelsea team no more talk. But a prospect, a team no more building. And until I make us a supporters, and over to me, I hope for so team never GBB. Name limit expectations in a Kobasa to far one. Obo Mama Mifu.
Yet was so transfer markets anymore. Biggie. Manchester United third bid for Brani Buemo Ebeko. First one, Anyeye. Second one, normally 55 million plus 7.5 million pounds as add-ons in Edekoye. And we all know what happened. Okay, Kambo Mwa, 62.5 million now United for 2 years for Matis Cunha and Pepe. Sure. And a Brentford for said Derby, they want more. I am hearing say third bid nekono. You likely say a base figure no instead of 55 no call first one a base 60. Na afe add-ons no a realistic add-ons which I'm hearing say okay can you it will be more than 62.5 for no Brentford for no. Say Cunha de no. They want it small no. Ebiana Brentford for Natias. Intino. Afei, omunyam fonko say this is the bid Manchester United are discussing. Say, likely say because they say United are being bullied to pay over 62.5 for Bryan Mbeumo. She say you can always support us. They say, ache de bia Mbeumo. They say third bid no. We are waiting. Say no so beko.
Football market no. Say yache. Mekai say maybe a twem na Arsene Wenger mo complaining. Those days na Arsenal in Tiska kesi ento player. Na Wenger mo complaining na team we to player we say say mo anhwe no man fa ne ma bia ngu akwa mo ebe kakra no market ne be say ni nyina nam so ne kofa financial fair play any profit sustainability rules ni ade ne baaye. Until the football market has changed. Me na me kita me 3310. And wo kita wo iPhone 2 ahwan. And wo se wo pe me 3310 na me nka se me ton. Wo na wo se wo pe. Say you do sa stage na ebo a me pe ne me bo. Ebia na sebi ebo ni nyansa nim. But sa abre no wo se wo hia me ma de na me feel say enye papa no. Me nim de nti a wo hia. Eti me yire so ama especially when wa bobo ne ba ko. Mabo mienu na wo se chinchina atwan. Wo kwa na wa sa abasa de ko no hia ne de. De me pe na me de be ma wo. The America see said the football pricing system has changed. So you look at the quality of the player. You go for the player. Your boss season New Year, Manchester United top scorer. And to me, I more than 10 goals. And midfielders, Bruno Fernandes and Amad Diallo. Sam Ranti and me top scorers for Manchester United. Some position now, Branty friend is Mbomo Bono. And Nubi and Amad Diallo, no, you use your more Manchester United as the inside forwards. Sana coach in the person who UC player and ball Manchester United. Or the numbers in the just ended season, he was better than every Manchester United attacker. And to copy him so beba Manchester United are fanadie. Won't mean cut a Manchester United attacker being Bobo Chamberlain in Bomo. There be because Tim Nana or woman or born home audition 20 Premier League goals and nothing. Our Manchester United attacker being one of Chebi in the just ended season, including strikers number 9. Our Manchester United Bobo Konim. So you look at the player called Aye Mbeumo, the style of play, the performance, the abilities, the qualities. So about fitting into a scheme of work our Manchester United are. Only option than say about coffee out can now they are kwakwa. Brentford said they all genie. Who will be a fabra? Only be a power bitina. Already there are clubs from here interested. Tottenham is interested. Omo you ready to meet you sika bia dia fa Brantia no. But Brantia say Manchester United no pay. And then the reporter about say waka champion for say Manchester United and Timi amfa say sika na ma unforeseen the way out. Obetena club no what time so see akan. That is the stage it has got into. And the player now open no. Say you do no forcing the way out and e be man penifo no pressure. Ferdinand sit time and Manchester United e ba be pen no. Oko training bia ye pon training wie ya. That time no akotena team and obo no. Omo see you in the office. No akache ne say Manchester United pe me ya we. Kwan bia obefa so mako bia fa so na menko. Every day after training. Eti papa na nkasa hu say akwada na kra ni team nim biem. But the blind in Bomo situation. Wakache Brentford say Manchester United and Timi amfa sika na ma metna na mabo.
But this is a question that keeps on pondering our my dream will say, Biggie. You just mentioned the say last year, Manchester United top 2 or 3 players. Na Amad Diallo count.
Yeah.
Into sir.
Yeah.
In where position our obo, you be Amad Diallo ebo.
Yeah.
So what is the quest of chasing for a 62.5 million pounds player? No all baby position Amad Diallo. What is the rationale behind it? Because when you are going to temper with the system. Now the Amad Diallo right wing back, then you will not get the best out of the player. So I want to know from the points of Manchester United fans, say the same position Amad Diallo ba. Asamno ade.
Koku asemba ko ne say system now ka ho asem san hwe ya coach le betempa no. The system even at Manchester United hasn't been built. Yes. System nankasa won shishe wiye nankampes wa betempa with the system because the Manchester United players still any okay with the kind of system a coach in the person obo.
Coach on sesano.
Ono de on sesano. Inti auto players on only few some be fit into the system. But Amad Diallo is a very good player. Last season, so what Manchester United top 3 performance amazing account. He was solid, no doubt about it. But football gets to a stage coach no only kita team no. It decided to 17 and me penwa. Most of the time you don't question the coach's decision. Or see open bomo. Ebi obe create another position. I say other position na the ama player friends Amad Diallo.
Nesen na was stole boy in development. Big it you because then 2 number 10s na omujina striker nichi no.
Yeah.
It used to be Bruno and Amad Diallo. They were playing very well until Amad Diallo got injured. But mo try Joshua Zeskia mi hu so bia sa. Matters and Bruno no so looks like coach ne per se. O man drop deep kakra. Inti bia kunya ba be she bia na Bruno Fernandes sigina so na Bruno will go deep. No problem. But Amad Diallo would still partner Matis Cunha on the double 10. No matter number 9 about an answer Ramos Hoyle or Nana Mopa, no problem. But Okoto Brian in Buemo Bar. Why we near now the Amad Diallo Aquacojina? I know na main
and possibly they be a good team is one that is made of a solid bench. It's Abia now Amad Diallo be that player from the bench.
Yeah. Of course. Will develop say. And young one a boy or develop a camera. What did about squad player?
Say, me personally, my camera stands at you. Me Amad Diallo. The performance last season was super. It was great. And Akwadana Kasa who said we're improving under coach. I friend say Ruben Amorim. It's on one Kasa why ready to be giving the best thing to the Ama coach. But baby, the coach is the man who has the final say. And the Manchester United supporters, it's a team libeye. And this is some seen a bench. That's what bench be started. Not team ni be year. The Manchester United supporter doesn't have any form of problem. No moment say I'm far.
I don't need some.
And the supporters never can say so much credit.
But on say the problem say one headache part say for and say you see this conversation you allowed Eric Ten Hag to go on that tangent. Allow him, he's the coach. Allow him, he's the coach. And what to players be bria ba omu nyina mfa so amba omoso ana intesa because the here he lets him go for Andrew Onana and they bebre na mo ndum ho
so se di enim bobo
what I say nti players ni bebre a nti if we go on that tangent he's the coach at the end of it no sika nkese Manchester United do top players ndi Eric Ten Hag wa hye no me ba choti de mi cho ya say nti he's the coach factor ni dey one year if you allow it too much it comes back to haunt the team because in any case share Pepe Ruben Amorim unim say edu December na still na in fire on be born na see to amanako what I say let's create a wild scenario say amfa then you go and bring in a coach on also forward the back on say yes sir this also you have whole recruitment also the map coach you know inti SSA club nankasa ye stable
akwaku ade ba ko asem na aka ni nyina ye no kre but ade ba ko ne say so we are on na o yare na no ye den ne ye de uchinia na unya yare sa ne ye kire o say ko papa we ho papa we ne betimi asa o yare ne ye de udu papa no ho no mo a based on nsem andi pa aka cho ni gidie na wanya e wo papa ni mu no obia ni se para o mene na odi nsu aboso ma papa ne ka kire o so no yare ne se be kwa yampara ne fasra o mo maso o be yam de asra just because watching ya unya duro and obi a kire ho and wonya gidie ye den e wo sa papa ni mu that is the state of Manchester United team ne yare team na yare ache and looking at performance and now Amorim done it was Sporting Lisbon no omo feel say Amorim betimi a savior for Manchester United and you talking about say young guy team and farmer coaching nko no take decisions are open no e no cre but they feel say baby omo duru no Amorim em fa so obaye ene ma nkon kan no they feel say enye ono na start ye eti ya ma ne kwan no onya de open fan start ono ni project no so the starting now phase still for dia near who dia ye that is the state of Manchester United
start another whole recruitment process
again ko ye start afresh sa
mama more update for say go so ye niama say the last update about Nico Williams was that boy no ni agent say what kai say o catch Barcelona for say munim na mo ntimi register boy no a e be ko free ntimo for sa clause na shame okay Barcelona for reply boy no and then the agent say import ye ntimi register na instead of say mo ko free no ye nya ne sa mon kan che team foforo no mo be turning free ensem sa sika na yitua ye no a
yes Barcelona for him say ABO won't me register.
I know na asa we won say the time me ha ma dwene say they were okay clauses no they share players be contract mu they did not bother arguing about it. So the last one was Danny Olmo.
Yeah.
What I say. So why is it that ako when go on there the omu person the be shame say you ma catch the agent no so kan che Nico say okay no problem. What the you wo GDA say betimi register nempo last minute yam fa ne say anye ya. Instead of you going for free, you tell the team now all pay no say on better and free in sim. That's what I say.
Matthias say.
By winching for the still are there on standby into update abanon.
Koku the Nico Williams deal to Barcelona. Barcelona in common in no akwada na ready. Barca you ready. And the parties no more involved in ready. Even Bilbao Crampo no. It looks like they are giving up on the player. Say stage na do the other mumpo musika. No mo nyena akwada no so nkono nkonko si akan fama Barcelona. Barcelona has been confident. So mo betimi ato akwada normal register no. But now the moment you go back to tell the players agent say instead say yentimi register akwada no obeko free no. Yem fan shape say yentimi register na. Nipa na open no team na open nem na meto akwada no fan free e hono no. Then it looks like the Barcelona for nankasa abamu ye bu na so mo ye suro san hwa no mantimi an register akola no. And I feel say dey ba ko a ha Barcelona ne say the players that Barcelona wants them to leave to make room for certain players that are coming. They don't want to go.
Now say Barca na facing similar problem. I think all the club I can say 90% of the clubs are facing what Barcelona are facing. For instance, Ter Stegen still doesn't want to leave.
On person be ko.
Some way Jadon Sancho
on the football career no you serious.
Anthony Choromobo, Garnacho or
players like Anthony Anthony is ready to leave. Manchester United in
Garnacho so etchecheromobo. Manchester City Jack Grealish etchecherebo. Chelsea Nkunkumu etchecheromobo. Instead they say Obia faces similar problem. What I say, but Deco no and pressure one also say he needs to find ways to let some of the players leave.
Yes.
Say Ronaldo you almost say who the 65 but on beji 65 or no. Wow, who bet 65 na dia mo sisi no. Omo de kwakwa akofa Nico. Omo de kwakwa Nico. Say thing almost say boy Nico to release clause they say we Jema Manaba say and now copy the 15th of July 65 million euros. And almost someone percent on beji scanning installment on the boom. It's almost direct normal sa wire dia kwa Nico de no. What I say?
Those players Kwaku almost have Barcelona. And in these clubs I have Barcelona said there are certain players are almost ready so in those clubs Kwaku sustainability rule no entiminchi because these clubs e will sika omo beti be their signings are register aside omo honum dada no
why one
make clubs now almost two players and ready so omo but for the Barcelona situation it should be like I was all balancing niama asem esi no munko na yem fa obenten fa no mra mehim eno na ama Barcelona de na ye different e wo ho it is a City decided say ebia Jagele say onko enye hwe ontena ne ba bia City still has sika obetimi dia signings are register players ama o si akan Manchester United they want dey kakra wo but the Barcelona situation is a bit different and players no I see them say omo ya lazy players
why one
players no mo te Barcelona na Christiansen Andre Ter Stegen
yes
Christiansen
also be sort na no born boy nyame adoma next season no akọ free
also be fight for position
next season no be free
nipa no be ma opposition na mo abo no ese me mpel o se wo fight for position
until next year obekọ no agini sika no de ko
that is what I'm saying say they are being lazy players onim so otena na so obo wa mo yebetu aneka Christiansen ni kura o free so obo bi wo ba se wo amobio national team ye be friend na akọ akọbọ enti hano so obeta na Barcelona abra home game that is what I'm saying say they are becoming lazy players oba so odo krampo na campus that thing no say no enti ko be bia obesi akan ni bi na afa yento fofo mfam na mehiem uti chinchina onko
Ter Stegen situation he feels it's a matter of Barcelona not being fair to him that situations are coming in on number one to pray we plan wakwa ba na wakofa short term goalkeeper the aba now our tenure he's supposed to take over and the Barcelona for couldn't wait no makofa Juan Garcia the aba now Roger Chesney is supposed to stay for one more year and automatically so he feels that the team hasn't been fair to him into Ter Stegen it's a matter of say onu feel say they are not treating him right and decide they may show
football
again he's the captain so
yes okay. But football now it is a very corrupt sport. That is number one. Number two, football is a sport be a munipa very ungrateful. It will play be a fatu team. Yes, so abrai politically. Barcelona is also building a project for the Spanish national team. Very well. The last time Spain was winning the World Cup, now Barcelona players are dominating. And now Barcelona, there is Lamine Yamal, there is Pedri, there is Balde, Inigo Martinez, Pau Kubasi. Oh yeah, German. Oda go post him now more than more Kanya. Oh they call him. You are going to keep the post for the German national team. Juan Garcia will free Benzo.
Spain.
He's a Spaniard. Imagine you call World Cup now Barcelona goalkeeper pick form.
Obedeja Unai.
Obekwa ko Deja Unai Simon.
No we crowd no start cry Unai Simon.
Obekwa ko da.
Exactly.
So they are building a project for the World Cup 2026. Among for adwene maso. Etu your goalkeeper. The next we hear the Barcelona bia kwaku aye wie. And me feel say otena obe create problems Ter Stegen. Because for a goalkeeper who free injury aba. Obeto Chesney wo hono no. Chesney na ada goal post ni mo ama Barca abo Champions League na akwa do bia na o madu no. And then you tell the coaches say see am e fit until you goalkeeper ni free post him na me dem. Obe cause problems. And we shouldn't forget he's the captain. Obe divided dressing room no. E ye corner say oko.
Samo. Sampa Who just session in the ano and run on the contracts in the ban away and say as at today on your part of Barcelona, but again, you know, sir, definitely Deco I can't say Omna can be we are or be extended for 1 more year.
Sure.
We are about to end it. Rebecca last one after yeah, the cinema yes answer about another video that we know to talk about. Charlie, the Club World Cup making a lot of surprises, and there you were raising the points about Inter Milan. I feel very sad for their team. Captain Barbon saying openly, be making statements. The players and be Babepi Marota. So Charlie, Inter Milan, the journey is too much. Watch as a Christian Kiwa, I feel very sorry for him. People are also saying the Saudi Arabian league, you know. It should be since I want for so as a Chelsea, they can easily go to the finals. Once Chelsea get to the final, there the conversation is different. So Chelsea can win the Club World Cup, and Club World Cup, it generates a lot of attention. Of course, the negative conversation about the Club World Cup again has to do with breakages. When it be BBC players, there was so much on my home. Summary about the Club World Cup and what has been going on.
My mention here from certain surprises about Club World Cup anymore. Al Hilal, about Real Madrid. Na on Real Madrid about draw. Na you move few saying Madrid the walk in the park or nante so no happen baby afa. But there's a sign. And no against Manchester City. A Manchester City side in this Club World Cup. No matter the problems that Pep Guardiola now league anymore, the performance any team the ball no more Club World Cup anymore. It hasn't been bad. Seriously speaking. Now Al Hilal, at Manchester City no yin frame. The kind of team they are building, any performance no more dynasty, any coach no more nya, and so they are can clearly at the level Al Hilal for a person mokokwaku. We shouldn't forget that they are the most decorated club in Asia. About Asia trophies. Any idea? Omajiji team yo Asia bia.
Al Hilal no.
Yes. It is a very big club and so Asia on. And no na make say e ma me feel the Cristiano Ronaldo hwe powers na Ronaldo pe wo anasa no enye no kre ani to me no mo dia man enye papa but Cristiano Ronaldo feel say wan fa ne wan je niam bi mu a e be den say anasa team no enema betimi asesa wo team ni mu because Hilal ball na o bo we no okọ Saudi Arabia league no mo bo wie nya Hilal na ji yo Etihad mo Karim Benzema ni Ngolo Kante mo Luis Fabiano mo team no mo na je. It's clearly competition is very tough. And clubs the more dynasty. Our Club World Cup clearly almost send a certain good signal to other players from Europe. Teams that Saudi Arabia Apple. Say your league is competitive. And it's all person who bad now now what sense we compete well. And we shouldn't forget the players they free Saudi Banukwaku. Omo Europe ever qualifies. Ne adiena. Omo money was through. So clearly the Chinese standard was Saudi Arabia so they've done very well. So much very well say Saudi League in any idea and so. Inter Milan, seriously speaking, Adriana Lautaro Martinez he played a very good game. But so your captain, why you obey leadership by example? What but there are times no matter the obey ball, no.
What about the conversation that or can say na ginger boys not to do well? Because free club with moko.
One way or the other. A bit to me serve as a motivation for me. But nipa never motivating is someone who is in the club with a deep thinker. Say if I am in, then I am in. If I am out, I am out. And the nipa no deep thinker no better was seminase no. Obeku ni ho e de amabo obeku no. But the only deep thinker na say mentally only tough no kwaku ha no. Say say settle mo differences. No ne ha kancha ha no guru gina park no so no mo bobo mpo a. Obi a de ani foforo na hwe ne nyonko. Obi ane na adwene o. Obi se fa che de ho ba you free me three me de.
No glory definitely he will leave the club. There keka kwe de. Otsinamu cry emwa.
He's been part of the success story of the club. Time and not then no your part. Some now brand can clearly or Chelsea Chahanoglu is a key figure in the team.
Inter Milan now they are still dazed after 5-0, no. Still on one. Clearly, Utie that me say them free so still on one move the Champions League pin. You know, clearly Inter Milan Say, you know, I think it's a Kivu. At this stage, taxes in here. He needs to start being a manager.
Extremely difficult. Extremely difficult because Oyibeka say we dey say for because inter-team they build their tour. But inter-team na build their tour no. Any standards and Inzaghi the team they call you know. Everybody is expecting you to meet that standard though because if you say team they da order that. Etuba be performing and no na me adwuma na ye den no. Now after key players na what team nim no. Ah mo be boa manager na man adwuma na ye fo no. Mo nso so matwa mo ho ko.
Well,
it is wrong. Obetimi can send me the actual with teammates. But I feel say behind the scenes, because in as much as we are there, if you say other teammates, more there.
Okay.
No but at least obi pass a ball for actually home out. And also so.
When a budget club World Cup no.
Ogumi still me in Paris Saint-Germain.
Now, maybe some question we. PSG ni Chelsea, so mushia. Still no na a final considering Chelsea character our final game ususu say bibi say sia one of game PSG beat me ashe
I'll go for PSG.
Chelsea
yes
one of game
yes still make for
Chelsea for say that be almost say omo dey omo character
oh say Chelsea for na dey on make based on what has happened in the past.
And now so say ususu so magiji omo ni mu ana woto another one be 5 bi esu and then Camarines catch so mku no say PSG for no say wo ye wa no your beans say wan hwe ni ombeku
o Chelsea team na strong nche Inter Milan dey na omo dey J5 no
it's impossible
into omo nya abotre into say bibi say say
na Chelsea for no frame omo so magi awie o
anything that make us some limited expectations
yeah fancy na next program and to also we'll come back again Yakobo Nshirao. Thank you very much. We're having these small conversations. Bye bye.